Is there anybody our age when you said it's most helpful when you're standing at the bus stop that did not, in their mind, even if it wasn't out loud, say, suck it on a lollipop? I'm sorry. It was the first thing I thought of. And then lower whacker, and then imminent danger, and then what was I saying? Good morning.
And good morning.
All right, so Chicago has some potholes, so we're doing this on the way to take Don to work, because ordinarily we'd be like, at the end of this, I gotta go to work, and then it'd be like, I gotta go to work, but he literally is on the way to work right now.
So I bought some time this morning for the bothering.
So we felt like we had to have a good grief. Okay, so
man-eater pothole. Right?
So we felt like we had to have a conversation this morning. I've gotten a few calls and texts like, are you guys okay in Chicago? No. So to record this, we had to turn the heat off, because the way that the camera's being held, it is right above the vent.
That's not what you want right now.
It's not. So this will be 15 minutes or less. So we're not gonna sit in this box of freezing. We're not doing that. But we had to come in here and talk to you all about, okay, long johns, right? So I fully turned into my mom this morning and asked Don, are you wearing your long johns?
That's not what she said.
What did I say?
You got your leggings on.
Okay. All right. Listen, I am getting older, and sometimes I don't have the words that I need. And you knew what I meant.
I knew exactly what you meant.
You knew that I meant.
Which is why I said yes. But I had to correct you after I said yes.
And say yes, but they are not leggings. But here's my question to him right before we get into the car is, I grew up in Aiken, South Carolina. Why on earth was my mom asking us if we had why do we have long johns in Aiken, South Carolina? Now, is the fan coming back on? See, now you said the fan was off.
It is on.
Then what's that noise?
Oh, the water. Never mind.
Wow.
That's what I said. It was
wow.
On. It's off. See?
Wow. See, this is why in the credits I am the director and the producer. That's why.
Oh,
That's why. Anyway, so we lived in Aiken, South Carolina. It did not, I think it snowed when I lived there maybe 3 times, and I was there before college. Pretty much all 18 years, this is where I lived, right? Well, not 18, was it 17? When did I leave school? I don't remember. Anyway.
Call it 18.
We'll call it 18, because they can't officially kick you out until
right.
18.
Right.
All right, so why did we even own those? I don't know why I had them.
That's like asking the question, why do people own coats in the Caribbean?
They don't. Everybody I know that has come up here gets a coat when they get here, right? Or if they're going to England, they get a coat when they get there, or they borrow a family member's coat until they get their own coat if they're going to be there for a long time. But don't nobody, now socks, yes, some people, they have them, but there's no point to them. Like, remember when we asked people how did they know that you were American when we were in Beckway?
Okay,
that was hilarious.
And it wasn't just them, it was your uncle too.
Well, he had other reasons for being very certain that you were an American man, but dude in Beckway was like, socks. Like, why do you have socks on?
What is that for?
Like, we know you're from America because you wear socks. And also, you look like you've been inside for a long time.
I was not sun-weathered.
No.
And they could tell.
Yeah, it's like no amount of tan that you get on a vacation is going to be deep enough.
Right.
Even if you are generally not dark brown,
right,
your tan is not going to be a lifelong I have been sun-kissed. It is going to be fluorescent lighting type skin that you've got. So he said that, and socks. My uncle said your pants have a lot of pockets.
So for context, y'all. I had cargo shorts on.
Yes.
And the man looked at my pants like,
what
are you carrying in all them pockets, man?
How many things do you need that your pants have so many pockets?
No,
that was
uncles are hilarious, by the way. Just so y'all know.
Yeah, they need to have a podcast.
Yes.
You would absolutely listen to them because they are hilarious.
Yeah. Between her dad and her uncle, I laughed like for at least 4 straight hours.
But you didn't start laughing until you realized that they were not talking about you.
Well, because they had their own language, man.
Yes,
like,
they got
were
their own.
All their private jokes.
Right, and most of it is laughing.
Right.
Okay, so here's the issue. The reason people are asking us why are we okay in Chicago? I think it's negative something. I don't.
Yeah.
I can't look down right now because I have to focus on the road.
Right now on the car, it's saying that it's 0 degrees.
Just 0. It just doesn't even want to.
It just doesn't go below.
It just says, girl, if you outside and it's below that, it doesn't even matter. Right. Anything less than that, what difference does it make?
It's just at stop. Go home.
So we may have to cut this short because I need to turn on the frosty. Can we turn that on? Because which way am I supposed to go? Straight? Okay. All right. So the point was, why when you live in a very warm weather place, do you own things like boots and long johns? But you said you had long johns.
Yeah, we had them.
In Alabama.
But it was for hunting. It was like, if you're going to be out in the out in the cold for a prolonged period of time.
It gets cold in Alabama.
Yeah, I mean, relatively. I mean, it's not negative anything.
It's not this.
No.
It's not this winter wonderland.
It's not this Chicago, Windy City kind of weather, but...
Ooh, people cutting each other off. Like, I know you're angry, but come on.
No, I'm going to need him to tie that muffler on a little bit tighter.
That thing is on the floor.
It's a chain on it.
It's a chain on it, so I think he intends for it to stay up there, but that chain is looking a little...
It's a little loose.
Yeah, I don't know. I just don't want it to hit us.
I think his dog is loose now because he didn't wrap that thing around.
That does look like a chain from somebody's backyard. But anyway, yes. Why do we have warm weather items?
Hunting. Or for a lot of the work that they do in the South is outside. So,
but does it get that cold?
Relatively no. I mean, it'll get into the 30s.
Really?
Yeah. But
is it a prolonged period of time in the 30s? Do you take those off midday? Because I don't remember.
Yeah, I mean, people will throw those on and have some coveralls over top of it, and that's it. But it's not like their solution for cold is layers. So it's not just...
But how do you remove long johns? Because the thing is, so you all, my mom did not buy the cutesy girl long johns for me. Long johns came 3 in a pack, and mine were baggy because they were shared with my brother. And you buy for the biggest kid, okay? So mine had a little hole in the front. So I'm assuming that they were worn as underpants.
No, you still wear underwear underneath it.
So you had to get through 2 holes to get to the bathroom.
You gotta work your way through.
Oh. Yeah. Okay. Well, yeah. So okay, Delaware, you understood you owned long johns generally.
Yeah, you own long johns, coats, sweaters.
Yeah, we had coats.
Yeah.
Maybe it got colder than I remember. Am I about to go under whacker? Because I'm telling you, I would drop you off here.
You're going to take the whacker, but you're not. It's not going lower whacker.
Okay.
All right, y'all. There's a street here in Chicago that we found out pretty early on.
Oh, this is my exit. They don't let me over. Okay. All right.
Chicago has streets that go underneath other streets. So whacker is the main one. It's like a highway underneath the city.
It's like the most unpleasant layer cake that you could ever think of. It's awful.
The problem and the reason why Eva does not like Whacker Drive is there is no GPS signal under there.
Yes, it will tell you turn left, and it's directly into a brick wall.
Right.
It's just it's people go fast, and it's just not. It's not where I want to be. So whenever it says turn left on lower, no, I'm not going.
Y'all can hear the fear and trepidation in their
I'm
voice,
not going.
right?
I'm not going. I will leave you here, and you will make your way.
Yeah. So, anyway, in the south, it's
This looks lower.
No,
It's getting dark.
No, it's fine.
Am I over here?
Yeah, you're over here, and then as soon as you cross this light, you're gonna get into your right lane. You see that ramp going up?
Mm-hmm.
That's it.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll take your word for it, just like you turned the air off this morning. But that's neither here nor there.
See. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Carry on.
See, this is what happens when I don't do the chat and bother. As soon as I get up, as soon as my eyes wake up, I get the extra.
I'm not extra.
This is
I
after
just
tea. Okay.
I'm not going under there, and I hope that you don't think that just because people are watching that I won't freak out and drop you off. I absolutely will.
She go, it's -9 right now, and she want to drop me off and let me walk to work, y'all. Just so y'all know.
You got your long johns on, so you should be fine.
Oh, wow.
You should be perfectly fine.
I got my long johns and my nano coat.
Oh, okay. We're under here.
Yeah.
Yeah, so, maybe it is colder than I remember in South Carolina because I had coats, but also my mom coming from Trinidad and then going to England. Like, England is not Chicago, but it's not South Carolina. So I guess, there are people who like to be prepared for everything.
Yeah.
So we had coats just, because you need a coat, I guess. We had sweaters. You know what? She got into that probably because we were born in DC.
Yeah.
And she did grad school in DC.
Right.
So she's used to being prepared for a certain kind of weather. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I don't remember wearing the long johns a lot other than for
But
pajamas.
you had plenty of them. Yeah.
Yeah, we wore them pretty much as pajama pants.
That makes sense.
Yeah. So yeah. Okay. So I guess it makes sense that we would have them, and I did remember wearing them, but not as a layer under clothing necessarily.
Yeah.
To go anywhere. That would be awful because even if it was a chilly morning, it's gonna warm up and you're gonna sweat.
Yeah,
it's gonna be gross.
The time when those came into
Go up there.
Yeah. Where they were most helpful is at the bus stop. Like, you're sitting at the bus stop and you're not like, you get out there a little early or that bus is coming late. The wind is one thing. It's not like the wind here. The wind in Delaware was nothing like the wind here straight.
Okay.
But it would still cut through, whatever little pants you had on or whatever, and so those long johns would come in handy.
I had a thought and it left me just that quick at the idea that I might be going on Lower Wacker. My brain just said, it's panic mode, just in case this man is wrong. We need to not.
You don't trust me?
I live here, don't I?
It's funny. As we say this, we're staring at the. As I said, you don't trust me.
Yeah, it feels a little iffy. But hey, I remember what it is now.
What's that?
Is there anybody our age when you said it's most helpful when you're standing at the bus stop that did not, in their mind, even if it wasn't out loud, say, suck it on a lollipop? I'm sorry. It was the first thing I thought of. And then Lower Wacker, and then Imminent Danger, and then what was I saying?
Wow.
It was the first thing, and it wasn't a mental picture that I wanted.
You didn't want to see me at the bus stop sucking on a lollipop.
I didn't want to see it. I didn't want to.
Once he gets pumping, it's hard to make the hottest
stop. I didn't want to see it, but that was my first thought. Anyway, we are at 15 minutes. And like I said on the website and on our social media, we are on a bit of a hiatus until season 2. Season 2 starts in May, and we'll do 36 episodes, but that starts in May. But make sure that you are subscribed so that you can get kind of impromptu things like this, or lives, or other bonus episodes that we might do in between, because we are still going to be talking, and we're still going to have things that we want to say. Yes, there's going to be things that we want to say. Before I go, let me give y'all a little bit of comedy. So we were on the couch doing like we usually do, laughing, talking, being ridiculous.
Right.
And my daughter comes out of her room, tiptoeing into the kitchen. I'm like, what is wrong with you? She said, oh, I thought you all were recording. I said, what made you think that? We didn't tell you to go in your room and shut up or close the door or nothing. And she was like, no, but y'all were laughing and giggling and kikiing. I thought that y'all might be recording. So this is what we are like.
All the time.
All the time. And, you know.
And if it's not the two of us, it's Eva and the kids.
They laugh with you too.
Not as much though.
Maybe not.
Like,
maybe not.
Y'all be guffawing.
You looked thoroughly irritated at 2 a.m. with me and Eden. You were like, I need you all to shut up.
I mean, because it was like y'all went from one topic to another, and it was like, okay, this is not stopping.
No, listen, that could be Chat and Bother too, you know? Chat and Bother plus.
Chatty and Bother.
Yes. So anyway, he literally has to go to work. I did not go under Lower Wacker to get him here, but we have almost arrived, and I kind of need to pay attention to. I need to be paying attention this entire time, but I am not a multitasker in this way, so I need to be sure that I am not missing any turns, because he actually has to be there, right?
So,
next left.
Yeah.
All right, so
I gotta go to work, y'all,
and I gotta take him to work, so we'll talk to you later. Bye.
Thank you for joining us for Chat and Bother. Go ahead and like our Facebook page and share this episode with people that you want to chat with or just feel like bothering, or both. Visit our website, chatandbother.com, for our episode guide and other ways to connect with us. Take care.
Good morning.
Hey, good morning.
Okay, so wait, the air is on. I think we're gonna turn it off. Oh, holes. Okay. Is there all off?
It's off.
Okay.
But it's 102 degrees below freezing right now, so
Okay. So
I don't know how long we're gonna leave that off.
We'll start over.